I must thank you. Your fortress has superbly solid walls. Oh! Eddard Fane!
Army's a waste of time for one like me.
Oh, interesting.
I'm a voice servant.
Lyria! Enough! I do not need to hear this. Kill her! Ha. Archers, let it be night. Obscure the sun with arrows.
Company! Forward march! One bolt's all I need.
A dram of glue, a bit of soldering, a rivet or two, and it's good as new. Hey, don't toss that, it's perfectly usable.
Okay, so that's not a bronze.
Watch your heads!
Rats. Oh, that's right. This is a standard. Shit, that is a mistake.
Fools! I'm surrounded by fools! Gloire!
My spirit's willing and how, but these damn boots are killing me. Give me a time. There's a time to reap, a time to sow, and a time to die.
Crap, it's at 7 thing.
No God!
Good woman. Oh, it destroys any card? Ew, I thought it was only units. Well, crap. Solar ballistas.
catch!
Then retreat!
Arbalist at your command.
I warned you.
He just keeps drawing cards.
Again and again and again.
Of course, as you wish, master. I smell a leak.
Let's see what happens.
Off to the front yet again.
Quiet, or the commissar will hear. Rach! Scheiß! In! Trade!
Yalde Krofe.
My prescription, a bit of bloodletting. A highly curious case.
Ooh, man, that was
Tell me
close.
where!
Close. Like, he would have won if he would have drawn.
Nilfgaard had the upper hand, yet the
Ranged
black-clad
guys.
spirits had suffered. They now made more use of shields than of swords. When Meve finally broke through their line, they raised their arms in surrender. Rivia Castle had fallen. It was hers once more.
Trocker! Nein zu Wien!
Meve showed her prisoners of war mercy, knowing full well they'd only followed orders. Death would be the fate of only Ardal Ep88, the one Nilfgaardian who'd issued those commands. Alas, the general had disappeared. A prisoner revealed Ep88 had fled as soon as the Lyrians had surged towards the upper keep. He had glided down to the lower castle in a wicker basket for transporting food. Curled up beneath potato skins and other scraps, he'd scurried away not unlike a common maggot. Meve cursed her luck and leaned back against a merlin. Dawn was yet a few hours off, but the horizon had already begun to glow blood red. The Nilfgaardian reserves now drew near, too late to prevent the castle's fall.
I'll get him.
Muttered the queen, more to herself than anyone else.
I swear on all that's sacred I'll catch the bastard. But now we've a pressing matter to see to. Preparing the defense.
That night the war turned, with the battle for Rivia Castle as its fulcrum. Meve's great victory, not only retaking the stronghold in a single evening, but also fending off a further invading army, proved the Nilfgaardian Colossus had feet of clay.
Nice. 2 achievements from that.
The armies of the north had united and now seemed to be on the attack everywhere. Imperial forces, while still far more numerous, lay stretched over thousands of miles. Their position was untenable, and Nilfgaard's commanders knew this. In a decisive battle, they yet stood a chance, so they gave said battle, and suffered a resounding defeat. Just a few months on from that memorable night in Rivia, the Imperial army was in utter disarray. Aldersburg, the fortress, remained a last point of resistance. General Ep88 and what had survived of Army Group East had dug in there. This place, where Nilfgaard had triumphed grandly in the war's early days, would now bear witness to its impending defeat. It seems history, after all, has a sense of justice, or humor, or both. Though Meve had already reclaimed her realm, she refused to retire her sword just yet. For King Demavend had requested her aid in purging Edirn of the invader. How could she refuse? She owed the king a favor, firstly. Yet she also had a burning desire to settle the score with Ep88.
Demavend's envoy and I spoke, Your Majesty. The king has Aldersburg surrounded. He awaits and won't begin the assault till you arrive.
Good. I truly hate to miss it. Tell the troops to prepare. Gear and ire.
Of course, Your Grace.
Yes? Is there something else?
Pardon my boldness, Your Grace, but I can't help but be concerned. You don't sleep. You have the air of illness about you.
I think back to that night in Rivia often, to Gascon's death. Perhaps I made a mistake. Perhaps he didn't have to die.
He didn't, Your Majesty. He needn't have been there at all. I'm a soldier. I swore to serve you. Gascon, not so. He might have left at any time. Guilt, pity trouble you, your grace, I know. But he signed on willingly and knew exactly what for. Gascon gave his life for he thought you worthy of it. There's no greater proof of friendship, no greater gift one can give. Accept it, your grace, and remember him with gratitude, not sorrow.
Is there arrows in the background? You're right.
You're right. I thank you, Reynard. That I needed to hear. We've talked enough. We must march on to Aldersburg.
Oh, well, I thought that was the last map.
Look, 'tis Meave, slayer of the Blacklands. Long live the Queen!
Okay.
Just watch and wait. I wager you'll chase the Emperor himself off the throne. They say war's a man's affair, but you showed them, my lady. They say war's a man's...
Okay.
The Lyrian army had grown into a great serpent. So much so that riding at the column's tail, Meave could not see its head. Footmen, cavalry, and archers stretched like a glistening snake between two horizons. Meave had come a long way indeed, and she felt proud. Suddenly, Meave heard angry cries and the clash of steel against steel, all at the column's front.
Close ranks! To the left! March left! Support the flank!
Meave drew her sword, spurred her horse, and galloped forward along the line of troops. Then, through the swirling battle dust, she spotted shimmering golden suns.
Surround them!
Ha! Ludifisk! Give me some of that!
Watch your heads!
Lyria!
Must be an important lesson in this. But what?
Hundred and 102, 103.
Tell me ballistas.
Hundred and 52, 154. Scrubbing duty again? Oh, gods.
Man.
So much anger and suffering. For what?
Nilfgaard!
Oh.
Brach! Scheiß! In! Zwei! Ha!
Then retreat!
Ah! He! Tomorrow I'll drink with our forefathers! Enartfian!
This eyes, we'll be reaping black-clad heads.
Nilfgaard!
One boat, all I need.
Off to the front yet again.
Ah!
Her Majesty knows what she's doing.
Mercy! Have mercy!
No mercy.
Normally disciplined, determined to an extreme, these Nilfgaardians quickly broke rank and ran,
Deserters! Leaderless, Your Grace.
a scout reported.
Headed south they was, towards the frontier.
Chained prisoners now sat along the dusty road. Meave stopped in front of one. He was ragged and unshaven. Flies had taken an interest in his poorly bandaged hand. Spotting the Queen, he lowered his head and quivered with terror.
I know you take us for savages,
Began Meave, her gaze passing over several scraggy black-clads.
but fear not. We shan't flay you alive nor eat you for dinner. And when a truce is signed,